Welcome, dear listeners, to another chilling tale from the shadows of the everyday. A story titled Cold. Not just a cold that nips at your skin on a winter night, but a chill that creeps into your very soul. Imagine a place, familiar yet strange, where warmth is not just a comfort, it's a lifeline. Our story begins in a small town tucked between mountains, where the winters are long and merciless. Among the townsfolk lived Elias, an old man known for his beautiful garden that bloomed against all odds. Even in December, his flowers seemed to defy the icy grip of winter. People whispered about Elias as something of a magician, but the truth was far stranger. One bitter morning, Elias noticed his breath didn't fall in the air as it usually did. The frost on his window panes glimmered unnaturally, not melting, but turning to a sparkling dust. Worried yet curious, he stepped outside and felt a sudden drop in temperature, as if the world itself had turned inside out. Becoming colder than cold, he wrapped himself tighter. But the chill wasn't just around him. It settled inside him, a frost spreading silently through his veins. Determined to understand, Elias followed the cold's whisper to the edge of the forest, where an ancient stone well stood forgotten. Half swallowed by roots and moss, peering in, Elias saw not darkness, but a shimmering blue light, pulsing like a heartbeat. Could life live in such cold depths? Without hesitation, he lowered an old bucket and drew water. The liquid glowed faintly, and when he took a sip, a strange calm washed over him. It was as if the cold inside him was beginning to retreat, replaced by something different. Night fell, and Elias dreamed of a frozen world beneath our own, where nothing moved yet everything was alive. In this dream, he met a figure, pale and smiling, who whispered, "Cold is not the absence of warmth. Cold is the presence of another kind of life." Elias awoke with a start, and the coldness inside had changed. It was no longer biting, but a steady pulse of energy. Days passed, and the garden thrived like never before, flowers blooming in impossible colors and shapes. Yet, people started avoiding Elias. They whispered that he no longer felt the warmth of friendship or joy, that he was becoming different. One evening, a young girl from the town, Maria, approached him, shivering from the winter wind. Elias placed a glowing flower into her hands, and as she touched it, a warm light spread through her fingers. But then, something unexpected happened. Maria's skin shimmered with frost beneath the warmth, and her eyes flickered with a strange, for the distant glow. "The cold in you," Elias said gently, "is not a curse, but a gift. We are connected to the world beneath, living in the in-between of warmth and frost. We are the bridge." Maria smiled, not with lips, but with chilling breath that sparkled like tiny stars. And just like that, the old town began to change. The cold stopped being their enemy and became a companion, a quiet force of life living in the spaces most won't see. So remember, next time you shiver in the chill, it's not just the weather. You might be feeling the touch of something strange, something alive in the cold. Thank you for joining me in this tale from the in-between, where warmth and cold dance together in the shadows of the ordinary. Until next time, stay curious and watch the frost closely.